Hello.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wulff Den Live, episode 201, the one where Bob did not tell me that AJ from Fanatics 4 will be joining us today, so I am stuck using these piece of garbage earbuds.
Well, those are the headphones that I got for when somebody's listening to music on the train.
Yeah.
You know, and on their phone on
Yeah.
full blast,
Yes.
like they do.
Yes.
So I can just take them out of my bag and go, here you go.
Oh, so these are your please stop doing that headphones?
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you why I don't like these headphones before we get into also AJ from Fanatics 4 is here with us. Say hi, AJ.
Hi, yes, hello. How are you?
So these are the earbuds that you have to like jam into your ear in order to use, and I always feel like I'm going to puncture my eardrum.
Those are my favorite type of
Also, these
headphone.
never stay in.
Well, those are cheap garbage ones.
All of them never stay in. Not a single pair that I've ever gotten. I try to find the ones that look like the Apple version because those just rest in your ear and like they rest comfortably and they stay.
The ones that I have different tips.
Right.
And you get them to fit your ear.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I've used like Anchor ones like that and they never stay.
Sounds like you're using the wrong size, Will.
Maybe. Or maybe they should just go back to the way earbuds used to be.
Oh,
in my day.
My favorite pair were ones that you squeeze. They were foam. You squeeze them, you put them in your ear, and then they expand so they don't come out.
I never liked those.
Those are great. Anyway, hi guys. We got AJ here.
Yeah.
AJ's here because I always get yelled at whenever there's Pokemon stuff.
Yes.
And he's the Pokemon guy. But more so because the Smash Brothers stuff.
Yes.
A lot of Smash Brothers stuff. And Will, when I talk about Smash Brothers on the show, your eyes just glaze over and you fall asleep.
Well, because I haven't, I haven't touched the game. God knows how long. You know, sorry, man. I got other things going on. I would be playing Luigi's Mansion right now, but I got to send my Joy-Con out to Nintendo to get the drift fixed.
Also, Will leaves items on.
I do leave items on.
Gross.
And I don't play on Omega version, so...
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's completely fine.
Bryce in the chat says, okay, Boomer, Will. See, you already got it.
Yeah, there you go.
We were just talking about that.
There you go.
There it is. There it is.
Will, talk about your Joy-Con drift issue.
Yeah, so for those of you who follow me on Twitter, at Wulff Den, and you know I posted a video. I've been talking about how I think I was suffering from drift, but playing Luigi's Mansion 3, which is a great game, the drift was very significant, and I was able to record a video of the drift in action. Spoiler alert, that was actually my third time trying to get it because when I was trying to do it on command, it wouldn't work. When I was just trying to play the game, Luigi was just going to the left with abandon. So finally, I'm like, all right, I can't live like this anymore. See, look, the thing keeps falling out of my ear.
Wrap them around your ear.
So finally, I said to myself, I can't live like this anymore. I'm going to reach out to Nintendo and have them service it. So I did I went online. I said, hi, I'm Will. I'm having Joy-Con drift issue in my left Joy-Con. Please help me. And then 2 days later, because I did it on a Saturday, they get back to me saying, all right, here's all your shipping labels and stuff. Make sure you wrap the Joy-Con in cellophane before you stick it in the packaging to send it to us, and then make sure it's padded very nicely. Stick this in the envelope, stick this on the envelope, and then send it to a UPS store. So that's what I got to do. And that's my story.
But you haven't done that yet.
I haven't done that yet.
And when have you talked to them?
I talked to them, and they got back to me on Monday with everything. So
Got back to you. What was it, through email or something?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did they not like offer to send you all that stuff? Like, because usually when you do repairs, they send you everything they want you to put in the box, and then
they send me everything like they want me to send, which is literally just the Joy-Con.
Okay.
But like I have to provide the box and all that stuff. But they sent me the shipping label and the shipping receipt and all that. So, and I had one of those envelopes with bubble wrap in them, so I'm just gonna throw it in there, drop it off at UPS probably tomorrow or Friday.
Anyway.
Yes.
Hey, thanks to we got a bunch here. Dismantle OS, Tucker Hosser, Drift a lot for the Twitch subs. Thank you, Pip Hardwick, for being a member here on YouTube. Thank you, Jason Gardner. Thank you, Chris Green. Thank you, Beth Ann Oxendale, for being members here on YouTube. And thank you, Flag Bag. That almost sounded like a dirty word. For $5. Don't care if it's No Nut November. Bustin' makes me feel good. That was an attempt at a Ghostbusters thing.
Yes, but really we know you're talking about
But you're just talking
masturbation.
about whacking it, dude.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like a subtle...
Yeah.
attempt. Oh, and Disc Chew, thanks for the 13 months. My guy.
Yeah.
My guy here. So we got update version 6.0.0 in Smash Brothers.
Yes.
I just
We sure
downloaded it 1
did.
second ago and screwed around with Terry for 2 seconds.
Yes. Well, the big thing about version 6.0.0 is that Terry Bogard is now available.
Will, who's Terry Bogard?
Terry Bogard is the main character of the Fatal Fury series. Fatal Fury is, of course, a fighting game series created by SNK, and characters from that game also appeared in their annual fighting tournament video game, The King of Fighters. Terry Bogard is the main character of Fatal Fury, and he's also appeared in all the King of Fighters games. He's basically SNK's Ryu.
We got big, like 45-minute freaking presentation from Sakurai himself,
Yes.
talking about the update and Terry and all that nonsense.
Did you watch that?
I watched, so I listened to a lot of it.
I watched some of it. I was skipping around a lot.
Did you hear his comment about
Yes.
I figure we would get to that in a little bit.
So
Okay.
let's go through the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have a thing for it?
For Terry?
Yes.
I can get that.
Well, we
Hold
have
on.
the whole update, but
We
it
have the
starts
whole
with
update.
Terry.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Did you play as Terry, AJ? I played as him
Yeah,
for like
a lot.
2 seconds, but not enough to like. I like him, but I need to play with him a lot more to get all of his nuances and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like he could definitely be like a fun character to play as. I just, I only played him for like literally a minute.
So I played a few hours mostly against him. I played with
Top of the
him for like a couple matches.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, I played against him. I think he's good, probably high tier, not like broken or anything like that.
Yeah,
He's probably
yeah.
the best one out of the traditional fighters. Like he's up there, like he's above Ken. Ryu's probably the worst one out of those three. He has some stuff. He's complicated.
Wait,
Especially,
you'd rate Ken and Ryu differently?
yeah, I would say Ken is better than Ryu.
Why?
In that because Ken has a kill confirm. That is a lot easier to get. And also just how their moves work, like their hitboxes. Ken's
What
are
is
better.
what is the kill confirm?
His up B.
Is Shoryuken?
Sure you can. Yeah.
That is better than Ryu's Shoryuken.
Yes. Mhm.
Why?
Because it's stronger. Has more knockback.
Why? It should be the same.
That's how it works, man.
That shouldn't be how it works at all.
Some
It's freaking
echoes
Echo
are-
Fighter.
Yeah, Echo Fighters. That's
Yeah.
why Echo Fighters are so like nebulous.
A
Because
couple-
the thing is, like, some of them have absolutely no differences, but Ken and Ryu have a lot.
Yeah, doesn't Richter have like a stronger whip than Simon?
No.
Okay.
He's one of them they're pretty much the same. They have one difference, and that is in their holy fire.
Okay.
The energy type is different.
Yeah.
With Simon, his is fire, and then with Richter, his is like an energy, like a plasma sort of situation.
Right.
So I play with him for a little bit. I like him a lot. I think I just like humanoid characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, and his recovery is trash.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, it super
No,
is.
it's not.
How is it not? It's so bad. He doesn't.
You gotta
He can
hashtag-
get. He
you
has
gotta
to
get
be.
good, man.
He has to be super accurate on that ledge in order
Yeah.
to grab it.
No, because he can do multiple things to recover. His down B, you can get back to the stage.
Yeah, his down B I
forward
didn't even
you
do.
can get back to the stage, and his up B, you can get back.
You
to
know
the
how I always, whenever there's a
Press
new
the
character,
Yeah.
you shut the hell up. Whenever there's a new character, I will, I will like
Yeah.
try everything out, and then I'll like see somebody else play it, or I'll make the CPU play it, and I'll be like, "What's that move?"
Yeah.
There's always something I forget.
Yeah.
And for him, it was the down B. I watched Will do it. I was like, "What the hell's that move?"
Yeah.
But that's like Incineroar's one of his recoveries,
Yeah.
and that's not I don't think that's a good recovery. He friggin'
Yeah.
SDs all the time, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, but you can do more after that. With Incineroar, you have to cancel it for Incineroar. There's ways to recover. If you're just doing it as like, oh, my up B is the move that's supposed to get me back to the ledge, then you'll probably die. But there's multiple things that you're supposed to do first. It's kind of like Banjo. Like people that don't understand how to get back to back to the stage with Banjo don't know that you can up B and then jump.
See, this is part of why I need to figure out all of his little nuances and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. Because you're used to like with Falcon, when you up B, you're done. Like,
Yeah, that's all I got. I can either side B or up B, and that's it.
Right.
Well, one of the unique things about Terry, according to this article from Polygon, his biggest strength becomes available once his damage goes above 100%. At that point, Terry can use his super special moves. These abilities are high risk, high reward attacks that might allow you to turn the momentum of the match around, even if it looks hopeless. So once you get over 100% in damage, you actually become more powerful. Like, you can use more powerful moves to try and like help you gain the upper hand again. That's interesting.
And you can combo into those too.
Yeah,
or at least one of them.
I think
Lucario is the only other one I know where like as your damage goes up, your attacks get stronger.
Oh, the rage.
There's a universal mechanic called rage that all characters do that. It's a little bit different with Lucario because it stacks. He has aura. This is something even more separate from that. It's kind of like, Little Mac has the KO punch.
Yeah.
It's like a gimmick like that, where if he gets to a certain percent, you get super specials.
How does it compare to the rage move in Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe?
This is how we have to speak to Will when we talk about Smash Bros. So he's got his like you can pull off some of his moves like you would in his own fighting games, like the down diagonal right, and A will do like one of his friggin' moves. But the same move you can do by just pressing forward and B, it looks like.
But with those, it's stronger or it goes farther, or
it's more powerful if you use the button input from the game.
That's much what like Will was saying.
Much like with Ryu and Ken, if you do the actual Hadouken button input from Street Fighter, it's more powerful.
That's annoying. Because I want to play them like in Smash. I don't want to. I mean, the people who like play these King of Fighters games would probably want to play it like they would in those games.
Yeah, like when I play as Ryu and Ken, when I'm going to do a Hadouken, it's quarter circle A. It's not like, left A or whatever the hell it is.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what's his down, back, forward move?
Down, back.
I was trying to figure that out.
That I'm not sure.
Is that because I'm thinking of it in specials. Like I wasn't even bothering with that when I actually used him.
Yeah.
Is that his like back special? Because you know how he has two side specials. So
that
now
might
it's
be
like forward special and back special.
That might be his back special. Yeah, that's annoying that his back special moves him forward.
Yeah.
That's hard to wrap my head around.
Yeah.
What I do really like is that he's always facing the opponent.
Yeah, that's good.
Like
which is going to be a problem when you have multiple people on screen.
Well, Ryu and Ken always face your opponent.
Yeah, I don't think it does that with when it's multiple.
Right.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do that. But Ryu and Ken, when it's one-on-one, they face their opponent.
My problem is that sometimes I just don't know which way I'm facing.
Right.
And then I just Falcon kick off stage, So
True.
That seems like something that could very much help me.
The thing I don't like about that mechanic, just as somebody that fights against them, is it lets people spam moves because it's just like, oh, I can spam down tilt and I'll turn around when you go behind me. It's like that kind of dumb stuff.
Yeah.
But his down tilt doesn't seem like it's the same as like Ryu and Ken.
It's almost like you could play it like a real fighting game now.
Yeah.
Think we'll get a Mortal Kombat character?
No.
Maybe.
I don't know. The rumor is Doomslayer is next.
Yeah, there's no way.
If Doomslayer does come, then yes, there's a chance we'll get a Mortal Kombat character.
I don't think there's any way we're getting Doomslayer.
No, there's no way in hell we're getting Doomslayer.
After Bayo, man, all possibilities are open, unless you're not a good boy or girl.
Yeah.
So this also comes with his stage, which is that King of Fighters stage.
I hate his stage. It's stupid.
So it's just a ring.
Yeah.
It's just a regular flat ring.
Yeah.
But the walls, there's invisible walls.
Yes, I forgot which game Sakurai said that's from. One of the Fatal Furies has, like, the stages are walled off. Mm-hmm. But you can break through the wall and give your opponent a ring out. So they implemented that into this version of the stage. So you basically can only knock somebody out if their damage goes up above a certain percent, or you're really close to the edge and you really wail.
I think it's a knockback thing. That's what it's mostly dependent on. It's how high your knockback is.
It is, but Sakurai said specifically that it's so that you could rank up a lot of damage before you knock them back. But you could be you could be close to the edge and have a lot of knockback and knock them out at a low percent.
Yeah.
Most characters, it ends up being that, where it's a damage thing, because you're not going to get high enough knockback unless your damage is higher, you know.
Right.
But if you hit like with I would be shocked if like Warlock Punch couldn't kill somebody from like 20, you know,
like close to the edge.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's really dumb. I think that's a really stupid stage, because it's like this stage is now a game mode.
Yeah.
You know, that's annoying.
It's like the platform in home run contest.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly like that. So having this stage in rotation will be like having just a brand new game type. Yeah. And whenever there's a new stage, it gets thrown into your rotation. You have to take it out of your rotation, which is super annoying. So now when I go and make my battle arena, I need to take this stage out of the rotation. Well, I want to leave it in to play with it at least once.
Yeah,
so
give it a try.
This sucks, and then take it out.
It might wind up being not bad.
Ah, man, it's a garbage stage.
I don't see how it could be any good. There's also 50 new songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy. How did they get the licensing for 50 songs?
Well, is this all SNK songs or? All right, yeah. So if they're like, hey, we want Terry Bogard and a couple of King of Fighters characters, and why don't you just give us all your songs?
Well, so Sakurai said they went to SNK and they said, these are all the songs we like. Which ones do you think we can use? And SNK said, okay. That's what Sakurai said. He said they said yes. And he was like, all right, I guess we're taking all of these. So $5 is getting you 50 songs. That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
I'm curious how the monetization works on the, like, are they paying these developers for this, or is it just a like pro bono thing with the knowledge that they know, oh, we can use this?
There is no way this is pro bono. There's no way.
Because that's crazy that every character costs the same, but there's characters like Cloud that has 2 songs, you know, and then Terry that has 50, but all the DLC is
to
the
be
same
fair,
price.
I'm sure Cloud has a much bigger price tag than Terry Bogard.
Yeah. I think that it's a package deal. Like, like we want Terry and we want all these songs and stuff and whatever other characters that they get. So part of the package, you want, okay, we want a couple of these songs as part of the package there, and they're like, how about all of them?
Yeah.
So that's why that went that way. But also, I mean, there's other characters that are gonna be in the game now too. All of a sudden, I think that, what are they, background characters?
Yeah, they're basically they're just background characters.
Okay. Do we have anything for that? We have the spirits, but that doesn't really count. Those are just PNGs.
Yeah, he went through all of them.
Yeah, he went through all of them.
I mean, I'm not the biggest SNK fan. Like, those characters look familiar, but I don't necessarily know their names. I only know 2 names of like the King of Fighters. I know Terry Bogard and I know Mai Shiranui. And I guess we might as well get to it. Mai Shiranui was not one of the included SNK characters in the background of the King of Fighters stage.
Oh, and here's
ZR in the chat. ZR.
Here's Sakurai talking about it. AJ won't be able to hear it. Apparently, we won't be able to hear it either. Oh wait, I muted the tab. That's why. Unmute. Who knows? We still might not be able to hear it.
By the way, you may have noticed that a very
we still can't hear it, but they can hear it.
Tornado Fury series was not included. Yes, Mai Shiranui. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is for good boys and girls of many different ages, so we decided not to feature her. Please forgive us.
So basically, he says the game is for good little boys and girls. Yeah. So she will not be joining us in Smash. Basically, her boobs are out.
Yeah, they are out, and her idle animation. She got big if you don't bops. Know, they're just clanging back and forth like those desk toys you see at your boss's office,
and and maybe your boss's office. So basically, they did not have a way to include this character without having her bops out.
Okay. There's definitely a way to include this character without having her bops out and banging
I
back and
feel
forth.
like- I feel like it's a catch-22 because if you include her, people are going to rage that they did that. You know, they're like, "Oh, censorship and blah blah blah."
Yeah.
But it's like this game's rated E, dude. Like,
I know.
you can only do it with so much.
I know, like they're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I feel like the better option would have been to put her in the game, and because her character design, like her basic character design, is not something that you can. I mean, it's a character design that you could easily like modify to still be recognizable as Maya Shiranui, but be a little less over sexualized as she typically is.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I got her on screen right now, and every single picture is her with barely any clothes on.
Well, yeah, when
I don't
you Google
think
it,
there's any like costume alt that she has in any game that is modest in any way.
well, no, but I mean, you could.
Oh wait, here's one. No, she's in like a robe. That's it. It seems like otherwise it's just a girl with brown hair. Will you know what I mean?
Right.
Like the whole thing is the red boobs out.
Yeah. I mean, no, you could I feel like you could
Oh,
definitely.
here's some alts, but these don't look like her.
And what everybody is bringing up, just generally, I saw a couple of people in the chat, is what about Bayonetta? But Bayonetta, they obviously toned her down, and it's easier to like tone down the fact that her hair is her clothes and stuff.
Well, yeah, because Bayonetta, like she for the most part wears a full bodysuit. Same thing with
Right.
Zero Suit Samus. Yes, it's super skin tight, but it's a full bodysuit. But like Bayonetta, like she's crawling on the floor in her, victory animation. She like was able to keep her sexuality,
But her
in the game.
bops ain't out.
Her bops ain't out. That's the thing.
That's the problem. When in Bayonetta, when she does some of her like moves, her bodysuit is her hair, and
Yeah.
it just comes off.
Yeah.
and that just they just removed that from Smash Bros.
Right.
That's just not a thing.
I mean, you could easily. I'm looking at like,
But then it's not her.
No.
It's just a girl with brown hair.
no, like you can take like. I'm looking at which character model is this from?
Also, this isn't for a playable character.
Right.
This is just for like a random background character
Right.
or an assist trophy.
Yeah,
I don't even know exactly what it's for.
If it's a background character, then she can just stand there. She doesn't have to get into her usual hunched over pose, swinging back and forth.
She's not just going to stand there, dude. Back pain. That's why she's moving. She's not getting ready to fight, dude.
I'm trying to
kinda
find
maintain.
where he actually shows like what these fighters like all the there's a lot of King of Fighters
Yeah.
that they got for this game, but they're just kind of like background characters for the level, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Or
I got it on
there's
screen right
some
now.
that are just me costumes. like
Yeah,
Lord.
their background characters are me costumes.
Yeah, so they're background characters. So there's a lot of King of Fighters characters
Yeah.
that they have as background characters. And he's just saying Maya isn't one of them. That's
Yeah.
it. She's just not. She didn't make it to
Well,
the background. She didn't make the cut. You know
you
what I
have
mean?
to say something because, like I said, her and Terry Bogard are the two like most recognizable characters of this franchise. I mean, even when they made the stupid ass King of Fighters movie, which yes, there is a stupid ass King of Fighters movie, the two most recognizable characters in it were Mai Shiranui, played by actual actress Maggie Q, and Terry Bogard, who looks nothing like the Terry Bogard of the video game.
Did she have her baps out in the movie?
No, because Maggie Q is much less well endowed compared to this.
Bad casting.
Yeah.
Poor casting. He spent a long time talking about all the different characters.
Very long time. Everybody's like 45 minutes. They said no characters. It's 45 minutes though. We're getting a character. We didn't get a character.
I'm actually a little surprised. Isn't that usually how it is?
Yeah, he like throws in like a cameo.
Well, usually don't we get like the new fighter and then a tease of the next fighter?
Yeah.
I feel like we've gotten that
Not
every
when
time
they
so far.
say explicitly we're not getting a new character. So like, chill out, dude.
Did they? I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, they tweeted that. They like tweeted out the announcement, hey, this is coming out, and then they replied to that and were like, no new character announcements.
But there's still one more character from this fighter pack, right?
Yep, and then we're going to get more after.
Right.
And it's gonna be Goku, right?
Clearly.
So
Yeah, I'm looking at her like Dead or Alive 6 model because apparently she was in that game. You could definitely like modify this slightly. to make it like
Oh yeah, that's the iconic look.
But this is easily modifiable. To like,
but then will it still be her?
Yes.
And also, will people then be mad that they modified it?
Of course, like
Because let's not forget,
Yes.
she's just a background character,
right?
Like she doesn't even got to be in it.
Yeah, like I don't like any modification like is gonna like bring up some issues, but like I feel like this is a character that you can modify just enough to come close to pleasing everybody. At least she's in the game, she's represented, but she isn't offending the ESRB, so they can maintain their E rating.
Yes.
They just passed her out for November, boys. It's okay. It's all good. Once December rolls around,
Oh yeah,
right there.
Red Dan says she has a decent costume in Fatal Fury 3. Let me look that up.
Did you have to give him the Conan O'Brien nerd voice?
Yeah, because he said it in all caps, and I bet you that wasn't the first time. Oh, okay. She has like a vest.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's still like barely wearing any pants. It's the same outfit with a vest on. That's what it is.
There you go.
Oh, in the middle is connected.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know, man. I think it's just so much easier to be like, you could sit home. You don't have to come.
Yeah.
All right. There's more that happened with this update though. We didn't just get Terry.
Yeah.
Terry's great. We're gonna play with him more.
Yeah.
Try to figure him out a little more. I'm probably still gonna play Captain Falcon for the rest of my life though.
Right.
And I need to play against him because that's how I learn the most about a character is when
Yeah.
I'm playing against them. Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing with all these new characters.
There's too many of them.
There's too many of them, man.
Too many buttons,
Too many buttons to hit. But we got more stuff and maybe more important stuff that came with this update. They patched some characters, but honestly, it really nothing. They didn't like patch anything too exciting. There's like
this. I disagree. I think that this patch is probably the most like pro-competitive patch that they've done yet.
Are you talking about for the characters, like what they patched for?
Yeah, because pretty much all they did.
There's not a lot of characters compared to the other updates.
But everybody that they put in here, like it has more characters than the last patch did, and they buffed all of them instead of nerfing them. That's very unsmash Bros. Like.
I did notice that they buffed a lot of Jigglypuff. What do you think about that?
It's fine. For me, the biggest thing for me is figuring out matchups. So like them buffing Jigglypuff means I'll see more Jigglypuff, so I'll learn how to fight Jigglypuff, you know? So like the more characters that are used, the better, honestly.
So we got Donkey Kong, Kirby, Jigglypuff, Robin, King K. Rool, Incineroar, and Hero. That's like not a lot.
All of those characters except for maybe Hero are like low tier. So for them to buff them is a pretty big deal.
You'd say Jigglypuff's low tier?
Yes.
King K. Rool sucks. King K. Rool is a garbage character.
Right. But again, the thing about Smash Bros. Ultimate, just in a vacuum, is that you can have the advantage just by having better matchup knowledge, right? But if we're talking like this character's tools versus another character's tools in a higher tier, that's what puts them in that position. Like the thing about Jigglypuff that makes her bad is that if you can get around her bubble and just hit her, she's dead. You know,
I think Jigglypuff's a lot like Falcon, where you could you have to be really good with the character, or else it's a low tier character, or else it's a garbage character.
And that's just every character that's in low tier. And
I don't know, man. King K. Rool just sucks. Period. King K. Rool is just a garbage character. Period. And
I remember trying to unlock him, and he was a pain in the ass. And when I finally unlocked him, he suicided basically.
Yeah.
So
he's garbage, dude.
Hero, neutral special. After Kafriz hits a fighter or the stage and explodes, gravitational pull or pocket will have no effect on the explosion. Oh, that's like basically nothing. So that's like an item thing. Or pocket, that's one of the villager situations. Okay. none of these characters mean anything to me in this patch. Kirby's got increased attack speed.
Good for him.
Kirby
Basically
needed
across
it,
the
man.
board. Kirby didn't need anything, you said?
I said he needed it, man.
He needed it, yeah.
Kirby deserved it.
Kirby does deserve to be a better character than he is. They banned him in earlier games
Wow.
because he was too good.
Just
But-
give me more.
Yeah, he was like
PT
OP in
buffs,
the
man.
original.
In the original,
Just-
I don't know about
Off
Melee.
all
I don't
three
think
colors.
Melee. They didn't ban him in Melee, right? Nobody ever plays him in Melee.
no.
I guess he just sucks in Melee. A lot of people play Donkey Kong. He's low tier, you'd say?
Yeah.
see
He's
him
probably either high low tier or like low mid.
Mhm.
Because Donkey Kong's not good. And see, the thing is, like, you'll see a lot of low tier characters in online, you know, because you could just use the lag to your advantage and just throw out hitboxes, and if you hit somebody, they're dead, you know.
Mhm.
But if you're fighting in a situation where you're not fighting the lag, you just wait for them to try to hit you and then punish their end lag, and then they're dead. You know, you just combo the crap out.
I know that Falcon versus Donkey Kong favors Falcon a lot, but I thought maybe it was just the matchup.
Yeah, no. DK's just not a great character. Maybe he's better now. Who knows?
But that's not even the important part of the patch that I wanted to get to. The important part of the patch is all of the online battle arena stuff that
Yes.
they changed. This
Yes.
is the cool stuff.
Right.
Now you can set the arena to elite only, which sucks because I'm still not in Elite Smash. So
I'm
please don't do
making
that.
all mine elite only. Like Bob, no Bob allowed, and that's what we're going to name them.
Arenas that a friend has created can now be found by going to join arena or friends arena, regardless of visibility. I also don't like that. Well, I guess you can. Well, no, regardless of visibility. I don't like that because I got a lot of friends. Well,
Yeah.
But
not
you
all of
can
them seeing it
set,
sometimes.
you can set your switch so that only best friends see it. So then only best friends will see your.
You can set the what on the system level.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll just freaking do that. Never mind. I like this again.
Okay.
The host player can now change some rules without having to shut down the arena. That is amazing.
That's good. Yeah.
Because
See, the
that
thing I
was
don't
super
like about-
annoying.
The thing I don't like about the rules thing is even then it's selective. I was playing this earlier and we were playing on random stages, and you know how you do the stage selection. The new stage was on, and then for whatever reason WarioWare was on, and we tried to change the ban list, and you can't do that. So there's certain rules that you can't change, but you can do stuff like, you know how sometimes we'll be playing an arena and it's like, oh, let's do teams. You can change stuff like that.
That's probably the thing I would like to change the most is being able to do team battles.
Right.
Stage strike, taking out stages though, I would want to do too.
Yeah,
And you're saying you can't do that.
you cannot.
That is dumb.
It is. And then another thing they changed is they added messages, but they're like pre-written or whatever. So it's like, hey, let's start, or I gotta go somewhere. Hold on, or
I gotta go to
stuff like that.
Starbucks to get my regular coffee with almond milk and vanilla
Yeah.
syrup.
Yep. That message is right at the top. It's the most populated one. And then also they changed, because you know how after every match starts and ends, it says match started, ended, and then they'll say whoever got however many KOs. It says what round it is, how many consecutive wins they got. So that's cool.
That's cool. And finally, they also have the option for random battlefield and Omega forms. Which was before was just either Battlefield or Omega, not both.
Mm-hmm.
So having both is cool because they had that in. You can have that as a rule in Quick Play, right?
No,
I
don't think you can. I think it's
no. You're
one or
right
the
because
other
mine's
real
just
quick.
Battlefield.
Yeah.
But I
I
always
think
get
you can
matched up
do
against
that
people who
on
have
regular
Omega.
Smash. I think you can do it locally.
You're right. You can do it in your rules that you set when you're fighting like the CPU and stuff, or if you're doing like a local play. So that's cool because I would do well. No, I'm still gonna stick with my
Yeah, it's just
competitive
your ban
maps.
was still better. Yeah. Well, your competitive maps and Castle Siege.
and Castle Siege. Yes, I like Castle Siege. I gotta see what tournaments have Castle Siege, because if there's one major that has Castle Siege, it's freaking legal. Damn it!
They don't do it anymore.
Do you know which one Castle Siege?
I have no idea what Castle Siege is.
Castle Siege is Castle Siege is the map where you're on top of a castle. It's very small, and then it transforms into like you're down, and then like you get like sucked down into like this like sandy area, and there's like all these like weird nets and stuff. But you play it without any hazards, so it's just the castle.
Okay.
And it's very tiny, and there's one little like ramp, and the platform's like this. Mm-hmm. I like it because it's tiny, and the ramp is perfect. The fact that it's tiny and that there's a ramp it nerfs all projectile characters.
Yeah,
and
he likes it because it breaks characters that he doesn't know how to deal with.
That would be my... If I was playing a projectile character in a tournament, that's my counter pick. It's Castle Siege, you know?
Yeah. Which is why it's banned.
That's why they have counter picks, man. That's why you counter pick. But the projectile player should ban Castle Siege because they get to ban it.
It's a waste of a ban. It's a waste of a ban.
It is not a waste of a ban.
It is.
It's the ban they need to do because Bob over here with his Falcon's going to wreck them on Castle Siege. Just how it is.
It's too much to get into during Wulff Den Live, you know? It's too much.
We'll do a whole 2-hour podcast on directly to you this weekend.
Just about that. Exactly.
I think that's it. Oh, and there's like...
there's the Mii Fighters.
But there's nothing exciting, right?
No, I mean, I'm going through it now. I mean, it's... What I think is interesting is that... let me just get the list. So you get... Where the hell did it go? There it is. So you get... Nakoruru from Samurai Showdown. I know I pronounced that wrong.
You were just barking.
Yeah. Ryu Sakazaki from Art of Fighting and Yori Yagami from King of Fighters. And those are all SNK franchises. Those are all part of the larger King of Fighters series. Mm-hmm. But then you get Akira and Jackie from Virtua Fighter, the Sega franchise.
Not a lot of people like Virtua Fighter.
Which I thought Akira was already in this, but I guess that's Smash 4.
I liked it a lot. When I type in Akira wig, I get just wigs from Akira from, I guess, Persona?
Is there an Akira in Persona?
Is that Joker?
No.
Akira Kurozu?
I don't think so. I think Joker's name is Joker, isn't it?
Who's Akira Kurozu?
Well, Joker's name is Arthur Fleck. You would know that if you watched the movie. That brilliant piece of art that everyone still gives me crap for not liking.
That is Joker.
See, this is why I'm shocked that you didn't get any OK Boomer comments. I still don't believe you. You definitely have one.
Oh, wait. He is named Ren Amamiya in Persona 5 the animation and most other appearances, and Akira Kurozu in the manga adaptation.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's weird. Why did that come up when I typed in Akira wig? That's weird. Anyway, I liked Virtua Fighter on the Sega Genesis.
No, the Genesis version is garbage.
I remember loving it.
The Genesis version is garbage. It is so slow. Everybody feels like they're underwater on the moon. That is a bad game. Virtua Fighter on like the Saturn and onward, that's fine. Those are decent games. They're hard, but no, not Virtua Fighter on the
Should
Genesis.
Do you think a Sega CD or Sega Saturn would be cheaper in Japan?
Maybe. Sub question, will it work on a North American Genesis?
Might just have to get the whole package. Well,
yeah. Well, I mean, we have a analog, so that'll work.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. That's it for the Smash Brothers stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, except for our characters didn't get nerfed. That's cool.
I'm happy they didn't get nerfed.
Thumbs up.
Very mad there's no freaking buff. My Raptor boost is still going to work half the time. Falcon's jab also sucks.
I hope they only buff Falcon's aerials. That's what I hope. Just buff his aerials because I'll never have to deal with them.
I mean, you can't buff the freaking knee. You cannot buff that. That's too... I mean, it's really hard to sweet spot.
Yeah.
It's really hard to sweet spot. So maybe buff like the weak knee, but they should not buff the actual hard knee because that's way too OP. Also, his down air, his hitbox is his entire body. Some people already don't like that. Anyway, the thing that affects me the most probably is the stuff that they did to the battle arenas. It would be nice to see the ability to. I mean, you can kick people, which is nice from the battle arena. It'd be nice to kick people during a match.
I wish you could ban people. That's what I want next.
Yes,
because people just can jump back in.
I haven't had to deal with that. People like spamming, like jumping in.
I have, because people get salty, and I'm like, all right, I literally got 45 KOs on just you. You got to go, dude.
What if you block them from your friends list?
That's what you got to do, but your friends list you have a capped block list. So it's like,
wow,
that's problematic.
So
yeah, that's bad.
Stupid. And I think the block list is like maybe 50 people or something like that. It's
that's
so stupid.
Dumb.
It's real dumb.
All right, before we get into Pokemon stuff, let's read some super chats.
Okay.
We got Buy No Shadow with $5. Will,
that's me.
If you get a pair of Joy-Con from GameStop and pay $10 for a warranty, you can replace them for free, and you can pay $10 each time to re-warranty each replacement pair. That way, if they break, you're a quick trip and $10 away from new ones.
That's what I do.
Before you say anything, that costs $10.
Yes.
And a pair of Joy-Con.
Yes.
Also, Nintendo replaces it for free.
Yes.
So why do I gotta do anything?
Yeah, that's I don't want to have to keep paying $10 for a problem that's probably going to be a persistent problem.
Also, do you want to borrow Joy-Con while you do this?
No,
I have Joy-Con.
I know you.
You can just borrow.
I know you got Joy-Cons.
But you wanna buy them. Don't you want to buy the Luigi ones?
Well, I don't know, because we weren't going to talk about like the Target Black Friday deal because everybody's talking about it in the chat. But I saw that Joy-Cons are going to be $20 off on Black Friday. Wow. So I'm thinking maybe I'll hold off and just get another pair on Black Friday from Target. Maybe get like the blue and orange combo, because that's a nice combo. Go Islanders. Yeah, because like the Luigi ones are Best Buy exclusive, but on Amazon I can get the Mario Odyssey red ones for normal price. I don't know what to do, but I think I'll be okay. Worst comes to worst, I'll just dock my Switch and play with one of my controllers.
One of the litany of controllers that we have.
Probably the Wulff Den 1 PDP sent us.
Should we talk about Black Friday deals next week or the week after?
I would say maybe like next week or the week after, because right now
that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
It next week or the week after.
We usually do it the week after.
We usually do it the week of, but I don't know if that's a good idea, because Black Friday is the day it gets posted on our
Because right now all we have is like Microsoft, Kohl's, and Target.
I guess we'll have to see next week.
You're
gonna have to pull a lot of stories next week.
Oh yeah,
because
you're not.
I'm gonna be waking up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be in Japan next week. Yeah. Oh, AJ, you want to be on the podcast next week?
Sure.
All right.
So, yeah. Well, we'll see how many deals go up next week, and if it's not that many, or if we need to wait for some, like we'll do it the next week.
Yeah.
Because I guess having that Thursday to talk about the deals is still good, and we got Cyber Monday also.
Yeah, we got Cyber Monday.
So, anyway. Espionage Area 51, thank you for being a member here on YouTube for 13 months. Mm-hmm. Dark Type with $2. Stop, my bone can only get so enlarged. I think he's talking about his knee bone.
Yeah. Stop drinking milk, man. That makes your bones strong. So like switch to water or
it makes your
Pepsi or whatever.
Milk makes your bones hard. You heard it here first. Steve Kylister, thank you for the $2. What Pokemon news do y'all have? Well,
stay tuned.
I'll tell you in 2 seconds. The Geek Chick with 13 months.
Thanks, Vicky.
Victoria. Thank you. Bruce Patrick with $5. Hey guys, last week you mentioned a format change coming to Wulff Den. I knew this was going to happen. Could you elaborate? What projects are in the pipeline and how's the backlog?
Well, first of all, we're going to get better headphones because you still keep popping out of my damn ears.
Well, you better get better headphones. I'm moving
using AirPods
at the end of the month. So the format change is basically what you see now is what Wulff Den Live is going to look like in a few weeks.
I don't have to leave my house ever again.
Yes. We'll probably have green screens though.
Yeah.
And it'll be better because we'll be able to have more guests.
Yeah.
Because this is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Having to have guests like this. But yeah, we'll be in front of our computers. It'll be a lot easier for us. It'll sound the same.
Yeah.
And it'll basically look just like it does now, except we'll probably be in front of green screens and it might look a little nicer. Where else? Where am I? Oh, what projects are in the pipeline and the backlog? I'm starting a personal channel very soon, I think.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Bob Wulff. Get there now, because all those videos are going to get deleted, whatever's on there right now.
Yeah. And you can also always subscribe to my personal YouTube channel to see some of my student films that I made.
That was 15 years ago.
Yes.
Jeez.
So come at me
Okay,
with your
boomer.
okay boomers. I know I'm old.
Mark Senatore, thank you for the $2. What up, Wulff Bros and Pumped AJ on Wulff Den tonight? Hello.
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 And one for you, Will.
LKM Cherokee with $5. Hey, Will, thoughts on X-Force #1, New Mutants #1, Infected King Shazam, Green Lantern, Black Stars #1, and Justice League 35, blah, blah, blah. I took notes on those. The X-Men books, X-Force and New Mutants were just meh. I wasn't into them. I don't think they're currently good additions to this brand new X-Men relaunch that they're doing. Infected King Shazam, I did not read because I'm not reading Year of the Villains books. You know this. The only one I was interested in is John Carpenter's Joker. Green Lantern, Black Stars #1 is fine. It just, I didn't think the art was as good as when Liam Sharp was illustrating the previous volume. And Justice League 35 is a book that you like to read.
You want to know what I think, LKM Cherokee?
Oh boy.
I think page 6 of Green Lantern 12 is a great one, you know?
Well, what happens on page 6 of Green Lantern 12?
Which
Pictures-
volume? Talking about the original from the 60s? You talking about the reboot when Kyle Rayner took over? You talking about Jeff Johns' 1 year later story? You talking about Jeff Johns?
You comic book people are out of your mind.
We are a problematic bunch.
Sometimes I'll be with our friend Mike V, and
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh, what issue was that?" And he'll tell me the exact issue.
See, I'm not that good,
Yeah.
but I know exactly like because yeah.
What issue is Green Arrow girlfriend in the fridge, or was that Green Lantern?
That's Green Lantern. I don't know. I
What's
don't know the
third
issue,
appearance?
but I know the story. It's Major Force is trying to get Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern's attention, so he chops up his girlfriend and stuffs her in a fridge.
There you go.
What's the third appearance of Bad Cow?
Third?
No, that's
Yes,
in Batman
the third.
Incorporated.
The third or the first?
Okay.
There's only one, isn't there?
The third.
There's only
I want to
one-
know.
There's only one
something
Batcow.
off
He
the wall.
debuted in Batman Incorporated Volume 2, Issue 1, and I think his third appearance was like a few issues later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What issue is the giant whale?
That was Detective Comics. No, because it was during the Black Mirror story arc. I think that was the third issue of Black Mirror, so that was like Detective Comics 7 something or other. One of those.
Also, apparently, I still have email notifications on that YouTube account because I just got a bunch of emails. So thanks, guys. Hey, now we can talk about Pokemon.
Oh, finally.
I watched the little tiny trailer on YouTube. Oh no, on Twitter,
Okay.
and I don't know what the hell was going on. AJ,
All right, so we got a lot of stuff for battles, you know, for training up the good Pokemon. Because before it took forever and it was tedious, and some people liked it because they're stupid and crazy. But now they added a lot of stuff like from Pokemon Let's Go and Go, where you can give like different candies and stuff to help with experience. There used to be like, you know how they have like proteins and carbos and carbo, all that crap.
like a human.
Like supplements. Yeah, they're like supplements basically. They used to be capped because what they do is they raise your EVs. They used to be capped at 100 EVs out of 252. Now you can just max out your Pokemon's EVs with just those supplements. Another thing that they added is Pokemon have egg moves that they can only get from other Pokemon that are outside of their species. So you had to like, say you get a shiny Pokemon, right? And you have another version of this Pokemon that has a really good move that you can only get through breeding. Now you can just put the shiny Pokemon that you have in the daycare with the same Pokemon of that species that has a certain move, and that move will transfer over.
It'll just learn it.
Yeah, it would just get it as long as you have less than 4 moves.
Do you pick what move, or is it just the move that it
no,
doesn't
it'll
have?
just know. It'll say, okay, this is the egg move. This is the one you're going to get.
Okay.
The other thing that they added, or that they announced that they're going to do tournaments, or that they're doing a tournament, and we know what it is and how long the sign up is and when it starts. It's where is it at?
This is an actual tournament that
in game, yeah. It's like an online.
Oh,
tournament.
in the game, okay.
Yeah,
kind of like what they do.
You know
with
how
Smash?
they do yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's called Galar Beginnings. Sign up period is from November 15th to December 5th. Tournament starts December 6th to December 8th. Battle format, single, eligible Pokemon, all Pokemon that you can catch in the game.
And we still don't know what Pokemon we can get in the game.
Right. Well, there was that leak that apparently everyone's.
So before we get into that,
Yeah.
Wait, legendaries aren't eligible. You can't enter Zamazenta.
That's why. That's weird.
Because legendaries are broken.
Okay. I'm sorry. This is all stuff. All the stuff that we were just talking about is stuff that I'm never going to get to.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Hey man, you never know, dude. You never know.
This sounds like endgame stuff. Like after I beat the game and I got all these Pokemon, it's like, well, I want to toy around with these Pokemon, get them nice stats, get them higher level, get them nice moves. That's not something I'm gonna do while I'm playing the game. That's like something I'm gonna do like after the fact, maybe if I want to catch more Pokemon and stuff. I never get to that point in the game. After I beat the Elite Four or whatever, I smash the game against my knee.
Yeah,
you know?
There's
as you do.
Other stuff that they talked about too. Like in Pokemon Go, the feature to like access your box wherever you go is staying. Autosave, they confirm, can be turned off. Pokemon nicknames for traded Pokemon you can change. There's a nickname changing dude in all Pokemon centers.
Well, I feel like we knew that already. I feel like I heard about that already.
And then that's the stuff from this one.
So there are.
They did Gigantamax events. They talked about that.
What's that?
There's for the max raid battles.
Mm-hmm.
There's Gigantamax Pokemon that you can find more often for a certain period of time. I think it's like a Gigantamax Butterfree for Sword or something, and then Corviknight for Shield, and then there's another one for both versions.
So there was a big leak.
Yes.
It leaked all of the starter evolutions, we think. And it leaked some other Pokemon that might be in the game. They look all right. I think that once they're actually revealed, they'll look a lot better. Yeah. We kind of got like off-screen pictures of somebody's screen at like Game Freak, you know? Yeah. So they're not very flattering. But I think like a nice setup reveal will make them look a lot better and people will be more excited about it. We also got, there's like these like graphs floating around, or grids of all of the Pokemon that are going to be available in the game.
Yes.
There's one more thing that G Pimpio 1 just brought up. Mints. So there's natures, you know how there are natures in the game. Basically what they do is
I don't know what that is.
It's when it says your Pokemon's timid or docile or whatever. That determines what stat of your Pokemon is better or worse or just unaffected. You can change your nature with mints now. So like if you have a timid Pokemon that would be better if they were adamant, you can give them a mint to change that rather than breeding for another version of that Pokemon.
Oh, so it's just mood altering drugs.
Yes,
basically.
Exactly.
Okay.
Are the Pokemon gonna rip your face off and eat it like that monkey?
Are they basically bath salts? Is what we're
only in the wild area, you know? Anything can happen in the wild area where the wild things are, you know?
Yeah.
That's a boomer.
So there were that's a very boomer joke.
Yeah.
There were So there were these leaks where people are like kind of just speculating what Pokemon are actually going to be in the game. Do you know, AJ, where they got this information from? Like how they know what Pokemon are not going to be in the game? Because to me, it seems like they're just looking at the leaks and being like, I don't see these guys, so they're not in the game.
Yeah, it's because of the leaks. And I didn't dive that deep into it because I kind of like at this point, usually I don't care if Pokemon companies like, hey, here's the Pokemon are in the game. I'm not like, you're spoiling it for me or whatever, like I would be for Smash Brothers. I just go with the flow. But since they're not announcing it, I kind of just don't want to know, So I'm not even going into that and looking at the leaks and stuff like that.
I haven't collected all of the no, that's not true. I just did it in Let's Go. But I don't think I've ever collected all of the Pokemon outside of the first generation.
Yeah, no, I never even collected all the Pokemon while I was playing first generation.
Really?
Yeah.
I did it multiple times for the first generation.
When back in the day when we played Red and Blue, I just got a whole bunch. I didn't have all 151. I just had the ones I liked.
Well, I think I use a Game Shark though.
Probably, yeah.
I also cheated when in Let's Go. I was asking people to send me Pokemon, so
I feel like it's going to be way easier than I would have expected a year ago to fill up the Pokedex now. That I can be like, hey, anybody got this 100 Pokemon that I need to fill up my decks? Just get tweets of people being like, I'll trade.
Tillplay says the leakers put out the entire Pokedex, but where do they get the information from? Because unless it comes straight from Nintendo or an official source,
I think it was from 4chan.
Because it could, first of all, it could just be made up.
Yeah.
It could be just a fake. It could be an unfinished build. Or it could there could be just straight up missing Pokemon from the decks because they're just not in it yet in that build. Or maybe the guy whose build it is didn't get them all, To me, it just seems like they're like, these Pokemon aren't in the leak, so they're just not in the game. And they're just taking it as official word. I would expect there to, because of this whole national dex controversy, I would expect there to just be a couple of Pokemon that are missing, maybe like 100 max. But apparently from these leaks, people are saying that there's only 400 that are available to be put in the game.
Right.
I don't know about available in the game at all. Like, I don't know if all 400 are going to be in the wild.
From what I've saw of the list, and I don't want to like necessarily talk about what was and wasn't available because like that I guess is spoiler territory, but it said like any Pokemon that was in white is not in the game and any Pokemon that's in green is in the game, and it was like a 50-50 split, I would say, between what is and isn't going to be the game.
What's wild is I thought you were talking about the games. So because this is Pokemon, you said what's in white. I'm like, oh shoot, Pokemon white.
Pokemon white, yeah. Pokemon white and Pokemon green.
Yeah.
Anthony Heim says the leaker had a review copy. Nintendo already knows who it is.
Oh,
dude. See, this is why they send less review copies to me, beforehand.
So if there's only 400 Pokemon in the game, or available in the game, maybe all those 400 Pokemon are able to be caught in the game. Maybe it's not that. Maybe that's why you can't bring other Pokemon from certain games. Maybe it's because they're just all capturable in the game.
Yeah.
That's me giving them the benefit of the doubt. I think 400 is a lot. And if they're all capturable in the game, that is insane. But I don't know if
according to this quick Google search, there are 802 Pokemon in total. So yeah, that's like
that's not including Sword and Shield, though, I don't think.
Yeah, Masuda said that it's over 1,000 now, including Pokemon
so before Sword and Shield, so 400. That's like half the Pokemon. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's got to be a really good reason for them to have such a limited dex compared to the previous games. Because I already gave them the benefit of the doubt. There's 1,000 freaking Pokemon.
Yeah,
you got to cut some of them at some point. But they cut more than half.
Yeah.
So
and they cut some surprising Pokemon.
Yeah, like well, I don't want to say what. Yeah. Some people don't want to hear any of the leaks, but there's a lot of Pokemon that's why I kind of don't believe it. Because like there's a lot of Pokemon that are super, super popular that should absolutely be in the game, and that might not be. So don't worry, Pikachu's in it. We already know that.
Hey man, I already know Charizard's in it, so the rest of them can go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just have a team with Charizards.
Yeah.
So I think once we get a hand of the game ourselves, we'll find out why there's a limited amount of Pokemon.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna, once we get the game in our hands, we're gonna be like, oh, okay, I get it now. You know, or maybe we won't, and they'll just, you know, that's just the end of that.
Yeah.
Terra the Wise says the Game Freak said they have no plans for future DLC. Well, I don't think they're going to be Pokemon in a DLC. I don't think that's going to happen. But there's going to be like events and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, we have a tournament that's coming up. Also, there's there's raids and stuff, and it's going to be an always ever evolving online game. So there's going to be updates and whatnot. I mean, I don't really trust Nintendo anymore with the online updates, but that's possible too. That the game will change a little bit. It might not be DLC, but it'll be updated. Sam Sindelar, doesn't Game Freak have high poly models for every Pokemon as an effort to future-proof themselves?
I'd imagine they have like something like that.
They had for Sun and Moon, they had like 1080p models, but apparently they made all new ones.
Yeah, so in Sun and Moon, the models were very high resolution.
Yeah.
For the 3DS is only 320p or something ridiculous.
Like that,
so it did not need to be that high resolution, but they were. If you upscaled it or from like in an emulator, the game looks really good. Sun and Moon. So yeah, I feel like they already had a lot of this stuff. And that's another thing. People are like, "Oh, the models don't look that great. They already model. We have these models already. The animations are reused from other games." People were mad about the Dynamaxing, because it's just the same models and same animations, just bigger.
Yeah.
But then you got Gigantamaxing, which is completely different stuff.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in this game.
There's a lot going on. Yeah. So I think there's a reason for all of this. We're going to get the game, and we're going to... There's also... People are upset because apparently the game is just as big as... I think the article was... apparently, Sword and Shield is just as big and has just as much stuff as the other games.
He said,
which doesn't make much sense.
He said of comparable length to past Pokemon games, which varies. Because, like, what does that mean that we're getting a Pokemon Gold? You know, like, it could be regions for all we
also
know. Like,
length is different from like size.
Well, I mean, we know that there's at least 8 gyms. And there's a wild area, which is completely new. Not in any other Pokemon game. And there's sub gyms.
Oh yeah,
like the in between gyms. So there's definitely more stuff than we've seen in other Pokemon games. And by the way, of comparable length, how long do you think Pokemon Yellow is, Will?
20 hours.
The main story.
The main story is just 10 hours.
10 hours?
Yeah.
How long to beat has it clocked in at 28 hours?
Oh, I was close the first time.
And main plus extras is 42 and a half hours, and completionist is 80 hours.
Yeah.
Pokemon Yellow.
Yep.
And all of the starters are like that. All the red and blue are like that. They're freaking long games. Pokemon games.
And those games don't even really have post-game stuff other than catching all the Pokemon.
Yeah. So that's main plus extras would be the post-game stuff. Game's long as hell. And I remember playing it like a year, maybe a little over a year ago, and it's freaking long as hell. And same thing with Let's Go. It's freaking just as long. And everybody's always, it doesn't take that long. Well, it's because you played it a million times. The first time you played it, it was probably around 30 hours. MDB beats it every week. Could probably beat it in a couple hours. You know? But these games are long. So I think 28 hours for a home console game is more than enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I hope Death Stranding is 8 because I don't want to play that long.
I bet it isn't.
It definitely is not. I'm going to be walking for a long time.
Walking and peeing.
Guillermo says 1/3 of your Smash playtime, Bob, and that's when he gets banned. This Jew says, let's use the word duration. Savage Love 2424, thank you for the Twitch sub. Samson Lard, to be fair, the Game Boy games progressed way slower. Yeah, they were slow. They were slow games.
Those are very, very slow games.
But no, they're all like that. Even the newer ones are like that.
Like 30 hours, give or take. Mostly give. Because like when you're playing the game for the first time, you're like testing stuff out. You're swapping out teams. You're like, oh no, I don't like that Pokemon. I'm trading up a new one. You know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whereas your fourth playthrough, you're like, I'm picking these 6 guys. I'm just leveling up my starter, and I'm going to, you know, like it's way easier. And even then, it's at least 20 hours.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all the Pokemon stuff. So I guessed that we were gonna get. I mean, we knew we were gonna get Terry.
Yeah.
This week, we knew that was gonna happen. I was expecting a Nintendo Direct this week, and then Pokemon news next week.
Yeah.
Instead of a Nintendo Direct, we got 45 minutes of Terry Bogard.
Hope you like Terry Bogard.
And we got a short little taste of Pokemon news.
Yeah.
There's still so much we need to know about this game when it comes out next week.
Yeah.
So do you think we're gonna get a Direct next week then? Right before Pokemon comes out? Maybe with some more Pokemon news?
I mean, if they're gonna release they have a week to do it.
We usually don't get that much Pokemon news in a Nintendo Direct, though. It's usually the Pokemon company.
Right. It would, they do
point,
Pokemon Directs.
Yeah. At this point, I don't know if they want to announce anything else.
Yeah.
But the Pokemon Directs aren't directs.
Like keep
well, like, you know what I mean. They have, like, Pokemon does their own, like, announcements.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. What were you saying, AJ?
I was saying, I think that they're trying to keep the game mostly under wraps at this point. It just seems like they're not trying, because like even the announcements that they gave us, it's still like we're being drip fed. It seems like they're just trying to keep most of the game hidden until people play. Well,
that's the thing is they can't keep it hidden next week. It's gonna be in people's hands.
Yeah,
people are gonna be breaking street date and stuff next week. You know, that's why I think next week we gotta get more Pokemon news ahead of the game coming out. You know, freaking Death Stranding, most under wraps game in the world. Review embargoes lifted a week early. What? Yeah, more than that, a little more than that.
Yeah, a little over a week.
So yeah, I'd expect some news next week.
Yeah,
but again, like I mean, we could get maybe some stealth drops on their Twitter like tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's possible too. Maybe,
or even like right now, because Nintendo has just announced things like in the middle.
Maybe
of the
they'll
night.
drip feed some stuff, like because the stuff they said today wasn't really that big of a deal.
Yeah,
maybe we could get more stuff that's really not that big of a deal, like once a day until the game releases.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
No, nothing.
But I'd be surprised if we don't get a Pokemon or a Nintendo Direct within the next week.
Yeah,
because we usually get one in November.
From 5 hours ago, you'll now be able to access your Pokemon box almost anywhere, making changes to your team a breeze. There's also a new autosave option, so your game will save itself periodically.
Yeah, AJ mentioned that, but I don't think that's new news. I think we knew about that.
The autosave I know isn't new.
The autosave they talked about, I don't know if they talked about the box entirely. I think they mentioned something about being able to access it in the wild area.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever said anything about it being accessible anywhere.
Right.
All right. I'd expect we'll hear some more stuff within the next week. We got to see what these starter evolutions are going to look like. They got to announce that before street dates get broken. Anyway, Playtonic Games, they straight up said they're working on a new Banjo-Kazooie.
Explain this to me.
AJ.
Okay. So, You're aware who Playtonic Games is, right?
Yes, Playtonic Games, the creators of Yooka-Laylee, made up of former employees of Rare from the Banjo-Kazooie N64 heyday.
Right. So pretty much, since Yooka-Laylee was announced, and even more when like Banjo-Kazooie's like announcement in Smash Brothers and stuff, there's been like rumors and speculation of them either like being commissioned by Rare or joining Rare to make a Banjo-Kazooie game, because Rare Studios said that they're open to like leasing out their IP, basically.
Right.
And there was they had a former Rare employee join Playtonic, and when he announced that he joined Playtonic, he took a picture of this bag, this Microsoft Game Studios bag or whatever, and was like, looks like I'm taking this out of retirement or something along those lines. And then everybody just spiraled out of control and was like, clearly they're joining Microsoft Game Studios and they're making a Banjo-Kazooie game, or again, they're being commissioned to make this game. And then soon after, Playtonic was like, nope, we're not, though.
So Playtonic made a statement, and they put it in Comic Sans. That makes me mad. Hey everyone, we wanted to address the speculation currently swarming our mentions. We hate to be the bearers of bad news. That isn't what you want to hear, but we thought it best to come out and say we aren't working on a new Banjo-Kazooie game, and we remain an independent studio. While we would love to work with the Bear and Bird again, that ball isn't in our court. With that said, we are keen to continue progressing as a studio, carrying the experience of games we worked on, old and new, to create new characters and new adventures for you to hopefully love. We're sorry if this isn't what you wanted to hear from us. At first, we found it amusing that Ed Bryan's bag is being used as serious evidence, but we reckon it wouldn't be fair if we didn't set the record straight. Playtonic Games. I appreciate this.
Yes.
Because other studios don't do that. Other studios just let the speculation happen.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that it's in Comic Sans.
Or
more marker felt, whatever that is.
The thing that I don't like about the statement is it still kind of leaves the door open, you know?
Well, yeah.
So it's still going to have people speculating. Like, they said they're open to it. That means that they're going to do it. It's still happening, man.
Well, they just want, Rare or Microsoft to be like, hey, you want to do something? Because that's why they left. These people left Rare because they made this IP and nothing was happening with it. Mm-hmm. And there I saw tweets that were like, it's funny that these people worked on Banjo, couldn't make any Banjo games anymore, so they started their own company and made a Banjo-like game, and now all of a sudden they want to make Banjo again. Yeah. But apparently that nobody wants to make Banjo again.
Yeah.
Sakurai, man.
People used to come into GameStop and be like, well, how come there's no new Banjo games? What's going on, man? They didn't make Banjo games. And I'm like, there was a Banjo game in 2012 and nobody bought it.
Yeah.
And that's why there's no Banjo games.
Well, that doesn't count, man. That was different. There wasn't a platform where there was a build your own racer game, man.
True, man.
It didn't look like Banjo either.
It's true. It's truthful.
I want to make sure I'm right about that being in 2012. Or I might be thinking of Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. Earlier than that. It was like,
I don't think it was that early is what I'm getting at.
It was
like mid 360 generation.
Yeah. The point is there was a third Banjo-Kazooie game and everybody hated it.
Yeah, it's because it was garbage though.
Nuts and Bolts was 2008.
Okay.
I think I'm thinking of Crash Bandicoot.
You are thinking of Crash Bandicoot.
It's like the Federation Force of Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
It's technically a game in the IP.
Yeah.
But it's not actually a game that we want.
No, Crash Bandicoot wasn't 2012 either. What the hell came out in 2012?
I don't know, man.
Crash of the Titans was 2007. Well, I worked at GameStop in 2012, so maybe that's what it was.
Maybe.
When I was at GameStop, people were like, where's Crash Bandicoot? And I was like, came out just a couple years ago, man. Meanwhile, that was over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm still riding that horse. Like, you should have bought it when you were freaking a fetus.
Yeah.
You should have bought Crash Bandicoot,
fault.
man. It's your fault. There's no Crash Bandicoot games. Sam Sindar in all caps. Conker's Bad Fur Day HD. I was definitely not thinking of that.
No.
Definitely not thinking of that game. So that's I thought that they were straight up working on a Banjo-Kazooie game. I didn't know that they
How dare you?
came out and said that they were not.
Yeah. Well, it's good that they did to like finally, so that people won't like speculate. But
Yeah.
people are still going to speculate.
Yeah.
Anders Paulson, thanks for being a member.
Thank you.
Here on YouTube.
Oh,
And Evan Wilson, thanks for the 10 smackers. If you make an updated guide video for the holidays, I suggest new Switch owners make a themed guest user. Mine looks like and is called Bob Ross. At party nights, you can protect your Mario win streak.
it's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Every Switch should have like an extra guest account.
Every video game system should, because I'm sick and tired of when I play a multiplayer game on PS4 or Xbox One, player 2 has to sign into an account.
Mm-hmm.
And especially on PS4, you can't just like create a guest account. Like they have to have like an actual account.
Right now, my guest account is our mother.
Yes.
So I need to make another one. I finally took you off my Switch.
Okay.
You're on my PS4 though still.
Okay. You can take me off there too.
Nope, you're staying forever.
All right, fine.
So, I love you too much.
No, thanks, bye. Put me on your Xbox One X in case you want to play anything in 4K.
No, I'm still mad that I got Call of Duty for PlayStation 4. Last night, I had to update the game for an hour before I got to play.
Yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
process.
modern gaming sucks.
That was a process. That sucked. Wish I got it for Xbox. I mean, it probably would still happen on Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
But I wouldn't be here saying I wish I got it for PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's all the news. Anything else happen?
No.
We got some. So the Death Stranding reviews came out and nobody likes it.
Well,
Oh, it's split.
It's split.
all right. So,
It's
spoiler
split.
alert. I put it in a tweet of the week, but it kind of like fits right here. This is from Dan That on Twitter. Me. Is Death Stranding good? All reviews. Well, look. I mean, okay, look. In a game you have to understand that quantifying with a game like this, look, listen, do I recommend? Could I recommend? Look, it's like this. Is it good? I mean, it depends. Look.
So
He's 100% correct.
I'm still super excited to play this game.
Right.
I kind of get it. I'm doing exactly what the screen
You're
says.
doing it. You're doing it. It's all tour games. All tour games are the problem. It's because people fall in love with the personality. It's like it's a Kojima game. So like, regardless of the game is actually fun to play, it's a Kojima game. So I
Right.
wanna play it,
Exactly. Exactly.
So I'm getting vibes that I got before No Man's Sky came out.
Mhm.
No Man's Sky had all of these like promises. Not that Kojima's promising anything. It's
Yeah.
just that people
It's
have
just
these
existence.
ideas.
exactly.
Yes.
It's not a problem.
So before No Man's Sky came out, there were all these ideas this game was going to be this like giant technological marvel, and there was going to be
Yeah.
all this stuff in the game, and I knew that none of that stuff was going to happen. It's just going to be this game you walk around and look at stuff, you know, and that's going to be the fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be like Minecraft.
Yeah.
You walk around and you look at stuff and build stuff and do dumb stuff that doesn't sound fun when you talk about it
Yeah.
to your mother. And that's what Death Stranding is going to be. You're going to be walking around and you're going to fall in love with the world and the
Yeah.
people in it.
It just trips me out because it's literally a big budget, literally in the most literal sense, a big budget walking simulator.
Yes.
Yes.
If anybody else made that game, everybody would be like, "This is way too much money. Why am I paying $60
Yeah.
for this?" But since it's a Kojima game, it's like best thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always wanted to spend 42 hours walking around.
Yeah.
Like,
If EA made that game, it would get a 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but it's Kojima.
Yeah.
But I want to be in it because I know what Kojima is capable of, and I
Yeah.
want to be in that world. You know what I mean? Even though I'm just walking around.
Yeah.
somebody just give him $1 billion.
They
so
just
he
did.
can just make it a movie studio like he wants to.
Well,
So
now apparently, like he's saying, like he
Yeah.
wants to start making movies.
Yeah, he straight up said Kojima Productions is going to make movies, and I'm excited for that because then I can finally show my friends who don't play video games, look at this crazy person.
Yeah.
The problem with that and how he's saying it is it sounds like he wants to fund that through making games. And I'm saying and I would appreciate the things that he makes way more as even 3-hour long movies than a 40-hour long game. You know, just like cut to the chase already. I don't need to spend $60 on this.
I won't know until I play it. But I can only hope it gives me the same feeling that Metal Gear Solid 5 did. Metal Gear Solid 5, I was disappointed in how the story was so disjointed because it felt unfinished, especially towards the end. But the gameplay was amazing. And some of the beats in the story like really were super Kojima and made me feel a certain way that I will never forget. So I hope that there's stuff like that in Death Stranding, and I think there certainly will be.
Like I said to you, report back, but I'm not feeling great about it, man. Because I too liked Phantom Pain, and I'm not a Kojima stan. This is like the first Kojima game I've ever played, and it was the gameplay that I liked a lot. But this game, I don't know how the gameplay could.
Yeah, like I've always been like hesitant with this game because I didn't know. Well, I didn't know what I was getting into, but also like everything we've seen of it just looked too weird and abstract for its own good. And it looks like from a lot of the reviews, that's true.
Right.
This game is very bizarre. It's very weird. It's very abstract. In most senses of the word, it's not fun. And like we can touch upon this in a little bit, but like, and it's not fun for like 40 hours straight. Like that does not sound like something I want to invest my time into.
Yeah, I feel like it would be easy for me to get sucked into a game like this.
Yeah.
But I could not. If it's not fun, I could play it for a few hours and then go, I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm very quick to put a game down that I don't like.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to tell very quickly if this is something that I'm going to be able to connect with. And people say it takes a few hours for you to get into the game. And I just do not work well with games like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I understand the mentality of it gets better later, but from all accounts, Death Stranding gets better 40 hours later.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of time to like wait for a game to get good.
When we got trailers that showed the gameplay and stuff, it looked like Metal Gear, just with less combat. But the combat looked like Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
There was stealth. There was the same sort of weapons. So I was giving me the same vibes. Like you go through like bunkers just like you would in Metal Gear Solid 5. So I was stoked for that. But it seems like that's not the main part of the game. The main part of the game is walking.
And planning your walk. Saying, give me 6 ladders. I want to fix my bag, so give me some stuff to do that, man. And then, like, if I fall in the dirt, like, I gotta change my clothes, man. I don't want dirty pants.
So like, that sounds boring. Like, it sounds like something I don't want to do. But then again, in Metal Gear Solid 5, I was showering all the time.
Yeah.
I was planning my loadout before I would go on missions and stuff, and I would spend like a long time, like a half an hour, being like, do I want quiet or do I want the dog? Or do I want the silenced sniper rifle? Do I want to go all pacifist? I always went all pacifist.
Yeah. But you see, like Metal Gear Solid 5 I like had a very hard time getting into that game.
Yeah.
Because the combat was fine and like, you know, controlling Snake and whatnot, that was fine. But you know, the story was much too obtuse by Metal Gear standards, mostly because it was unfinished. I didn't like how like you really had to focus on leveling up not just your character but your side characters and mother base, and you had to do all these other things before you could just progress. I didn't feel like it meshed well with the overall concept, and it was just not something I had a easy time getting into. And that sucks because I wanted to like finish the game and see where everything went. And by all accounts, it gets really interesting as the game goes on. But nothing was clicking for me. I did not like the way that game was structured compared to the way the other Metal Gear games were.
See, I guess in the beginning, because you don't have a really good loadout in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
But I got kind of addicted to unlocking new weapons and stuff.
Right.
And I found a loadout that I liked really quickly, really early on. And then the gameplay loop I fell in love with in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Right.
I fell in love with that gameplay loop. So the fact that the story didn't make much sense and the missions didn't really connect to each other, I kind of put that to the side just for the gameplay loop alone. And towards the end of the game, you're replaying missions. That's part of the game, is that you replay missions that you already played. And for some reason, I was down just because the way the gameplay loop felt really good to me.
I don't know. One of these days, if I ever get like a week off of work to just play that game, like
I'm only playing it
from ground zero all the way through. Like I want to give it another shot. But
Ground Zero was amazing.
Yeah, Ground Zero was great. I wasn't interested in Metal Gear Solid because I was burnt out by 4. But then I played Ground Zeroes and I'm like, okay, I'm back into this. Then I started playing Phantom Pain and I'm like, I think I'm burnt out on again.
Whenever it was Pokemon for me. It's like, I'm going to get that S rank dude. I'm taking him. He's going to my base. I'm going to put the balloon on that man. And he's going to fly up there. He's going to be my friend.
Yeah, no, I collected everything in that game. I forgot what I was going to say. Ground Zeroes, I think, is like something that everybody should play because it's only like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And you could do it a lot quicker than that if you want. There's certain games that I like to talk about that have elements that could only happen in a video game.
Yeah.
One of the ones I like to talk about the most is The Last of Us,
because
you get a connection with these characters that you can't get in something like a movie because you actually are the characters.
Yeah.
Another one's Metal Gear, and I think a lot of that's Kojima because he knows how to work that the narrative aspect of video games so well. One of my favorite parts of Metal Gear Solid 4 that I talk about all the time is having to crawl through the radiation chamber while Raiden's outside fighting all these geckos with no arms. He has a sword in his mouth.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And then spoilers for Metal Gear Solid 5, there's a point towards the end where you have to murder all of these people from your base.
Yeah.
And that's just your mission and you can't escape it. And you have to go individually one at a time and shoot them in the face. And that is something that you can only experience in a video game. If you see it in a movie, that's messed up.
If you see it in a movie, it's horrifying, but like to actually do it yourself, it amplifies it so much more.
Yes, because I'm a pacifist in Metal Gear Solid 5. I think I killed one person and it was an accident. I ran them over. But then I was playing this mission and they go, all right, boss, everybody here has to die. They're all infected with something and you can't let them out. So they all have to die. And I tried to leave because I didn't want to kill them. And then you go to leave and they go, what are you doing? You need to kill them all. Yeah. And the door's locked. You can't leave. So you go up to one of them and he goes, it's a pleasure working with you, sir. And then you shoot him in the face. And then an alert goes up that yells at you for shooting them in the face. Yeah. And then you try to leave and they're like, you can't leave. You got to finish it. Yeah. So every single person you pop in the face, it yells at you. It goes, it deducts points for killing your own teammate. And some of them will go, it's an honor working with you, sir. And some of them will go, please now, not that. And then there's blood everywhere. And then you get more bloody. And then it's that scene from the trailer where he's walking covered in blood and his horn is massive. Yeah. It's an amazing game. It's just unfortunate that Konami didn't let him finish it. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I have such high hopes for Death Stranding and how I'm going to feel playing it. I don't know about that gameplay loop, though. Yeah. That's what I'm most afraid of.
I think that's my main problem, though. Because, like, what you just described, it, like, looped in the gameplay of it. It's not just the fact that, like, you're walking around as this person. Like, a lot of that is that you spent so long playing this game with this loop and getting these people rather than just walking around, you know? Mm-hmm. So like if it was like, if the story or the experience of the game is tied in with the gameplay, then I'm down. That is something to me that's like, this can only exist if it's a video game. But just being the one that moved the analog stick to get them to point A to point B, it's still predetermined point A to point B, but I use the analog stick, so that makes it different somehow. I don't know.
I think that there will be some RPG elements, like you'll meet people and they'll get into like your like crew or something, or you'll unlock different like vehicles and weapons and stuff. Yeah. But narratively, it's gonna be pretty linear. I mean, there's only so much they can do, you know. Do we do unboxing?
Yeah, unboxing first.
All right, we're gonna do an unboxing.
All right,
we got some stuff here. I guess we'll do this one. This one came today. I had a sign for it at the P.O. Box.
Interesting.
Boxed video game cartridge and CD soundtrack. How do I open this?
There should be a tab to pull.
There is none, but I can just do this with my finger. I don't have the other camera set up, so sorry, guys. That's because Will has the other camera.
Yeah. Sorry.
What is this? I hope it's not embargoed. What is this?
There's a note.
I'm just making sure it's not embargoed. Nope. Well, it's not our fault if it's embargoed. Please find enclosed review copy of Xenocrisis, our new action title for Sega Mega Drive and Genesis.
Oh!
It's taken us 2 years to develop and manufacture following its successful Kickstarter campaign, and we hope that you enjoy playing it as much as we did making it. We've extensively tested the game across a wide range of hardware, but if for some reason you experience any kind of technical issue, then please get in touch with blah, 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 blah. Xenocrisis is also available for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. So if you would like a code for any of those platforms, or indeed the Mega Drive/Genesis ROM, then please get in touch. Also, if you happen to need any art assets, then grab them.
Yeah.
From the Bitmap Bureau team.
This is an actual Genesis cartridge.
Wow. How does it feel compared to an actual Genesis cartridge?
It feels light.
That is an actual Genesis
case
with
an actual Genesis instruction manual. Remember instruction manuals, kids? No, you don't, because we're the only boomers here. It supports 3 and 6 button controller.
What's that little notch going on there?
That might be a region thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say Genesis on it. It says 16-bit Bitmap Bureau.
Yeah, probably because they legally can't say Genesis.
This feels like one of those... it feels like a reproduction card.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's what it is. Except for a game that never came out.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I will pop this in the analog and give it a shot.
Definitely.
I'm curious.
It looks very cool.
There's one more box. Now this, I think I was supposed to do a giveaway.
Oh, this is rad. You can flip the box art so it's the red style Genesis instead of the grid style Genesis box art. Cool. That's nice. More people do that.
I was supposed to do a giveaway of this.
Okay.
And if it's what I think it is, I'll do it via Twitter when this video goes archived. And we'll put it up for a week. So sorry, people watching this live. Check the Twitter within the next day or so. Okay. Let's read this. Oh, it's just so we talked about the Afterglow controller.
Yes. We had it over there last week.
Yes.
And so we got 2 more.
Yep. This is this red? Yeah, this looks red.
Well, it's a lenticular cover.
Yeah, I think the other one was too.
Oh, it's all the way
because
over there.
we couldn't tell what color it is. Yeah. But this looks red.
Okay. Can't you change the color of these things?
I don't know. Read the friggin' thing.
All right.
But yeah, we talked about the Afterglow controller before.
Yeah.
We are supposed to give one of these away. These are red. This is red also.
Yeah.
So I'll put a giveaway on Twitter or something. These are basically the exact same thing as the face-off controllers.
Yeah, just with light in them.
It has a headphone jack in it.
Yeah.
So these also have a headphone jack.
It says customizable lighting on the back of the box, and over here it's choose from 4 different light modes: breath, cycle, stick, and on.
But does that mean you can change the color?
It's got it, because like this picture is green. If you couldn't change the color, why would they show all 3 colors on the back of the box?
Because they always show the different versions you can get. Customizable lighting.
Yeah.
What's customizable about it? Because one side is red and the other side is red.
Well, we'll have to play with the one we actually got.
It doesn't say in the features that you can how to change it.
These are the features.
Why don't I open up another one? I'm gonna open up one.
Enjoy the light show your Pro Controller will put on with the full color range of dimmable prismatic LED lights. Gamers can cycle through the rainbow, set their favorite color, or have colors change with the movement of their sticks. Turn off the lights completely and peek into the controller's clear polycarbonate housing to reveal the inner circuitry.
So it's RGB.
Yes.
So you can pick whatever color you want in the RGB spectrum.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why we would get the face-off controller. Unless you can get Wulff Den covers for the face-off controller, which
you have to
I tried to get those for sale and that didn't work out. Anyway, that's that. I'll put up by the time you're watching this, if you're watching this archived, it'll be in the description. Otherwise, follow us on Twitter at the Wulff Den, and I'll do a contest sometime tomorrow. Anyway, what's the controller called? The Afterglow.
Yeah.
The PDP Afterglow. Anyway, it's time that we talk about the tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week! Tweet of the week! Tweet of the week!
Meep. So this one is from, it's taking me a long time to get over there. This one's from Eric Stevens, and it says, I'm home, my dog. Will, who is that?
Hold on. I'm not there yet.
This is what my dog does when I get home. It's a wrestler doing a backflip.
That is Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
And is that Long Island's own
Mick Foley?
Yeah.
No, I believe this is from his time in TNA, and I believe that he is doing a front flip onto Abyss.
Okay. Anyway, now is when we talk to you guys.
Yes! As always, you can reach us on Twitter using the hashtag WolfDenLive. If you left a comment on last week's Wulff Den Live, this is the part of the show where we will finally answer you. And of course, ladies and gentlemen watching us at home, please start leaving your questions and comments because we will get to them when we are done with everybody else.
Let's see if we got any super chats right there. Take your time, computer. Eric Cooper with $5. To me, Death Stranding looks like low-key butt. But that limited edition PS4 is hot, and I mean hot.
I do like that controller it comes with.
It's piss colored.
It is piss colored.
I wish there was a baby in it. So they photoshopped a baby into one of the sticks.
Yeah.
Into one of the grips for like the marketing, but there's no baby in it.
I know.
I wish that there was a baby in it.
Apparently that's a thing. Like the baby will coo through the speaker, and it's really annoying.
I did hear that people are turning the controllers off.
They got the baby doll. You can get the baby doll, man.
I might have to do that.
Inside the tube.
I'm going to go get the physical game tomorrow. Apparently, GameStop's doing a pre-launch at 9.
Wow.
So I might go do that.
Nice.
So I can get it and then stream it.
Yeah.
That means I'm not streaming Smash Bros. Tomorrow, I guess.
Rip, dude.
Okay.
We do last week's first because Fred puts it in the chat first now.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
Last week's Wulff Den Live. Griffiths. Oh, this is... I thought he wasn't going to put this in. All right. Both of your perceptions of Japan are so stereotypical. It makes me question your professionalism with games. A respectable channel would strive to be informative. You're going for stereotypes. Quote, I know hiragana and katakana means you can read baby books, but often not understand the meaning. If you want to be professional, try acting like one and make the miles to the country you are commenting on.
What does that even mean?
It means stop talking about Japan until you go there.
Well,
or at least make a plan to go there.
Yeah.
If you're going to be this ignorant.
Well, Bob, you're going there.
Yeah, in like 4 days.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in freaking Japan, you piece of garbage. Also, Fred responded to him. And I'm going to read that.
Yeah.
Did he say, okay, boomer?
No, but he should have just said that.
Man.
He said, Bob is legit going to Japan within a month and is learning Japanese to better understand the sources and direct news coming out. So before you go commenting on people's videos, maybe you should be more professional and do some background research into the people in the videos. Good job,
Yeah,
Fred.
good job, Fred.
Good job, Fred.
10 out of 10.
But like, how am I supposed to... First of all, I like how he's like, the channel's not professional
Yeah.
until I learn a whole language.
Yeah.
Like any other channel can talk about Japan and Japanese culture. And
You can't even mention anything you don't have an encyclopedic knowledge about.
right.
Don't even say it.
I also got a DM from somebody this really long DM explaining hiragana, katakana, and kanji.
Yeah. I'm listening. I'm just trying to plug in my computer.
Because there are like nuances that I didn't mention, but that's because
Excuse me.
I was explaining it to Will over here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to explain it as simple as possible. I didn't say anything wrong. I just didn't explain any of the nuances. So, anyway, yes. You can only become better at something if you suck at it first.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You got to suck at it first.
Yeah.
I suck at Japanese, but in 4 years, hopefully I won't.
You have to walk before you can run.
Yes.
And you have to
You have
deal
to
with
press the B
stupid
button
headphones before you can get
do
good
it.
ones.
Enjoy 0555, which I think
It's not
the same person.
Not the same person.
He just must like skateboarding.
Yeah.
Will immediately dogging on Joker. Dude is butthurt from his awful take on the movie.
I'm not dogging on Joker. I'm dogging on all the people who really like Joker and dog on me for it.
Have you seen the TikTok meme about Joker going
No.
on? It's really good.
Yeah.
It's like how a boy how a boy takes a shower, and it's like a dude going into the shower and just taking a shower, and it's how a man takes a shower, and it's the music from Joker when he's like dancing in the bathroom, and they like start doing it, and it's really funny.
I did see somebody on Twitter did Arthur Flex Pro Skater Underground Society. Where it's like somebody dressed up as Joker and like he does like a kickflip over something, and it's like, you know, objective complete, you created a society or whatever. That was fun.
I did see I think it's the same thing, because there is a guy dressed up as Joker, and I guess he's skating, but it's him wrecking and falling.
I've seen that,
and just rolling like really far. Anyway,
movie's not that good, guys.
Quote, here is the obligatory Halloween comments, says Fred. Giovanni says, pasty John Wick looking mother faker. Okay. I guess I'm the albino John Wick.
Yeah.
Is that what he's trying to say? Trevor Grover, thanks for making Halloween all the more fun. My wife is wearing an orange inmate top and bottom instead of scrubs for Halloween. Extra ironic since she works at a forensics lab. Halloween is her favorite holiday, but she almost didn't wear it because how crappy everyone is at her work. I didn't quite get her reasoning, but F those people anyway. Yeah, F those people. It'd be funny working at a forensics lab, going as like a zombie or like having blood and everything.
Yeah.
I did see a meme. I guess it's not a meme. It was just a girl on Twitter who was like, so I got into a car accident and I told my car, I'm fine, but I'm dressed as Carrie and I'm covered in blood. So when the EMTs got here, I kept having to explain to everybody, I'm fine. It's just the Halloween costume. Yeah. JBell017 says, while I agree with you guys about Bayonetta should not be on the list, that was from 2 weeks ago where we talked about, we made a list of the best Switch games or our favorite Switch games. Well, I agree with you guys that Bayonetta should not be on the list. Will saying that's a Wii U game is not a good rebuttal because so is Mario Kart 8, but it has to be on just about every list of recommended Switch games.
True, but I feel like Bayonetta was a straight port. Meanwhile, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe like actually added things to the game. Like it changed battle mode to be better.
I don't think that. I just think that because it's on another console, like the Wii U, you kind of got to lower it a little bit.
Right.
Like it doesn't become that essential because it's on other consoles.
Yeah.
But Mario Kart 8 is so essential and so important.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say so good because I don't like it that much, but it's highly regarded, I would say. So that thrusts it really high.
Yeah.
Like it's a push and pull. You have to weigh these things against each other.
It's not on my list, but I think Bayonetta not being on there makes more sense because it's more of a niche game.
Yes.
You can recommend Mario Kart to literally anyone.
Yeah.
Bayonetta is a much more tailored suggestion. You know, I wouldn't just I wouldn't work at a GameStop, say, and a mom walk in and say, hey, recommend me 5 games. Bayonetta wouldn't be one of those.
Yeah, like that's a lot of the reason why Mario Kart is on the list at all, is because that's a game we would recommend to somebody. It's not a game I would want to play. If I could pick 10 games that would be the most fun for me playing, Mario Kart would not be one of them. But it is definitely one of the first games I would recommend to somebody.
Yeah.
No, this is his name, I swear to God. This is honestly an outrage. I like Razer as a company, but this is strict up bulbs ship. Oh, he's saying bull crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did we say about Razer?
It's not what we said. It's just that Razer's making a Nintendo Switch knockoff. I think he's saying that that's the bull crap.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Good take.
Yeah.
All right, from Twitter, using the hashtag Wulff Den Live as of a few minutes ago. Will you read it? I got to.
All right. Super Saiyan 7 says, this is what happens when I search for Bob Wulff on YouTube.
I'm not pulling it up on screen.
It's your video about the SN30 Pro, and then channels you may like, beat 'em ups.
Oh my god.
So even the algorithm knows.
First of all, why not Wulff Den?
True.
Second of all, I didn't know he had 700,000 subscribers. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Third of all, it's youtube.com/Bob Wulff. Okay. Just don't search it. I haven't made a video in freaking since I made this channel, probably. The only video I might keep on the channel, on the Bob Wulff channel, is this one animation I made of Garfield.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
I might keep that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the only thing that's on there. Muhammad Hayder, have you ever played Portal? Do you think Valve would put it on the Switch, or have they completely given up on anything other than Steam?
Yeah, we played Portal. Portal's great.
Portal is one of the best games of all time.
Yeah.
Portal 2, I would say.
I mean, they're both really good. The good thing about the first Portal is you can beat it in like 2 hours.
Yeah, I think they're both really good.
Yeah.
I just think if one of them is going to be one of the best games of all time, it would be 2.
Right.
It's also one of the best multiplayer games of all time.
Yes. There's no reason why Valve wouldn't put their games on the Switch. I just I don't know what the hell is going on over there.
I just don't think they're thinking about games anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see... If we see this, it'll be like a collection, but we're not going to see it for a long time. Maybe like a 10th anniversary is gone already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20th anniversary, you might see it, but honestly, I don't think it's happening.
Yeah.
Affex's last podcast, you said that you don't understand why COD rewards you for doing good, but you always complain about Mario Kart rewarding you for doing so bad. Is there an answer? I think I responded to this. On Twitter. Anyway, my answer was, in Call of Duty, the kill streaks are as if you're playing Mario Kart and you get a bullet bill in first place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
That's what kill streaks are.
Right.
You're in first place and you get a bullet bill.
Right.
So there's got to be a balance.
Yeah. I mean, I understand rewarding you for doing good, but at the same time, it might be too much to reward you. In the old games, if you do so good, you get a nuke.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I also don't like the dynamic in Mario Kart, how you get rewarded for doing bad. So I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. He's saying, if you don't like the other extreme, why don't you like this extreme?
Yeah, no, I don't like the extremes.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
There's got to be a better balancing act.
And then Eric says, Grandpa Nightwing telling us about his crime-fighting days. Ha, ha, ha. And then it's you with Nightwing with your glasses on.
I got to find a good place to use that. That might be my new Twitter profile picture.
Can we get the header?
No, but I like bloody Becky Lynch. It's right. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're in the chat.
Yes.
We plowed through that pretty quickly.
Yeah. Give us some good questions.
Bruce Patrick with $2. What's the status on the backlog? Zero update on the backlog. We had a cool idea for coming back with it, but it's not going to happen for a while.
Yeah. Just keep it locked on IGN.
I'm more interested in starting a personal channel and also making some apparel before the holidays.
Yeah. And I just want to go to bed.
Joe Arts says that Garfield animation is fantastic. Very nice, Bob. Thanks, dude. Jesse McCowan says, how do you say Mario, Bob? Go to Wulff Den Clips. YouTube.com says Wulff Den Clips and learn all about how to say Mario correctly. Haley Gold, will you vlog your Japan visit? Can you walk by the not yet open Nintendo store and look sad? It'll kind of be a vlog. I don't want to straight up call it a vlog because it's not going to be there'll be a point to it. But yes, I plan on going to where the Nintendo store is going to be because I'm upset that it's going to be a week.
There will at least be a picture of him looking sad.
Yes.
Vlog might be too much.
Shibuya Parko. That's where it is.
Yeah.
Thomas Kaplan says, Bob, did you watch Beat 'em Up's video on Japan to prepare for your trip? He DM'd me and we were talking a little bit, and I asked him something like, oh, where did you stay in Japan? And he goes, you didn't watch my video? And I said, I didn't watch your video because I want plausible deniability for when I go there and people inevitably say that I copied you, I can say that I didn't watch your video. But now I might just watch his video just to see what he did.
2 pounds from Wayne Campbell. Excellent. Hi, Bob. You think England using the euro? Wrong.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I guess you get the pound and the euro confused.
He was trying to call me out. He was hoping that I would read that and get it wrong.
Oh.
That's what I think was happening. Well, joke's on you. You got Will. Rockin' Val. Will, the Luigi Mansion 3 Joy-Cons are available at GameStop. I thought that was Best Buy only.
Yeah, I thought it was a Best Buy only. Check your sources.
I don't want to dox her, but I think she knows, Will. Also, Bob, the reason the release is Friday night at 9. Oh! But it comes out the 8th. Yeah, it comes out Friday at... It should be tomorrow night at midnight is when it comes out.
Initial release date November 8th. Yeah.
So why is it physically coming out at 9?
You might have to call your local GameStop.
Again, I don't want to dox her, Will, but she is my local GameStop. That's dumb. That's dumb.
Strange.
Tell GameStop they're dumb. Bob, what do you think about Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games? Says Hendrick. I haven't played it. It looks fun.
Yeah.
I haven't played it.
I'm very interested, especially because this one has like the retro mode. I've always wanted to buy one of those games just to say like I own Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
It looks fun, but there's too many games right now.
Have you never owned one?
No.
I've never owned one either.
I've always wanted to, just to say I have it.
Have you willingly bought one, AJ?
I was how old was I when we came out? Like 12.
So you had other people buying games for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, why would I willingly buy that? There's so many other games, you know? Unless I had people to play with.
Yeah.
You know, like children. Ryan Mystery says, how does your mother like Ring Fit Adventure? She has not touched it. I was waiting on buying her a Switch.
Yeah.
Because she said she would let me know when she wants to play it, and then I would set her up.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't once asked to play it, so that means I'm not getting her a Switch. Until Brain Age comes out, then I'm definitely getting her a Switch. Mm-hmm. But then, I don't know if I should get her a Switch Lite. Because Brain Age, that's a Switch Lite game.
I feel like you should get her a regular Switch because this way she can definitely play both. Mm-hmm. If she gets a Switch Lite and realizes she can't play Ring Fit, it's going to be a problem.
Sure. You're right. Even though she's never going to touch the Ring Fit.
No.
It's going to be right there with the Pilates machine. Right. Which somebody told me was not a Pilates machine. That's a Pilates machine.
I'm pretty sure that's a Pilates machine.
It's got to be a Pilates machine. I mean, it's a towel rack here.
Yeah, towel rack. But.
All right, I'm taking like another question. Okay. AJ, you got any questions that you want to take?
Nah, you know. I'm just here for the ride, man. I talked about Pokemon. I talk about Smash Brothers, you know.
AJ's like, I'm done.
I'm clocked out.
Yeah.
Where am I? The cast says, hey guys, did you see the leaks? Either way, assuming you cannot trade to get all starters, what would you pick? Oh, well, I didn't want to talk about leaks, but here we go. We talked about it before.
How dare you?
I don't know what I'm gonna. I mean, I usually don't trade anyway to like until I'm like way into the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna play with what I can get in the game. That's just how I usually play Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm still picking Sobble. I don't care.
Oh, I'm score bunnying it up.
Oh yeah, totally score bunny.
Yeah.
I don't care what it evolves into. I just like the first one, and that's all that matters. Because I'm going to get the other two, so it doesn't matter.
True. Yeah, hopefully my team will be all of them anyway. Mm-hmm. Jesse says, I was late to the stream. Did you guys talk about being able to change the rules in Battle Arena now without having to leave? Yes. That is probably the most important update in the whole freaking game. Oh, I should know this name by now. Renieza? Will you say that?
Let us know in the
Riniesa?
chat.
Yes. What's your starter Pokemon, AJ? And I think you just said it.
Sobble.
You want me to go? If you want me to go and regale you the tale of all 8 generations, I can do that too.
I'm taking one more.
All right.
I'm digging deep. The same person, Riniesa. I'm saying that wrong. Hi, Wulff Den Bros. Can we do max raid battles together soon? Yeah, when I play the game, we will do.
No, it's gonna be late.
We will do them together with people, probably on Twitch. So follow on Twitch and put the notifications on. When the game comes out, I'm going to be in Japan, so I won't be able to stream it for a while. But expect it soon.
And Chambers 55. Did you guys play My Friend Pedro, or are you still sleeping? You played My Friend Pedro.
Nope.
Really?
Didn't even play it at E3. We had an appointment too, and the guy just wasn't there. Remember?
Oh,
that was PAX.
That's PAX. Yeah.
AJ was there. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
I went to go play it, and the guy just wasn't there for the meeting. And I was like, goodbye.
I do remember like you were gonna play it at PAX, but I thought you played it eventually. And it's pronounced Riniesha.
Riniesha?
Rini-Sha.
Riniesha. Okay. I'm still wrong.
Yeah.
What'd you say, AJ? You played it what now?
I played it. Devolver sent it to me. It's neat. You know,
Oh,
it's probably my least favorite Devolver Digital game as of late, though. Because I don't know, it's like it seems like it takes a while to like get a hang of how it controls and to like do all the cool stuff that's in the trailers and stuff. And I just don't have that time to commit. Just Smash Brothers to play,
Yes. I think that they might be sending us a physical copy because they're making a physical soon.
Yeah.
Also, friend of the channel, sometimes cinematographer James, got a Switch Lite after the Asphalt video because he saw my Switch Lite and was like, "What is this?" And then he's playing Asphalt on my Switch Lite. He was like, "Oh, it's freaking awesome!" Then he immediately went out the next day and bought a Switch Lite.
Yeah.
And the first game he got was My Friend Pedro. Well, Asphalt and then My Friend Pedro.
Yeah.
And that day I was hanging out with him and he was playing My Friend Pedro in Moe's, online at Moe's, on full blast.
Don't do
that. And I
that.
was like, dude, you got to turn that off.
Yeah.
And then he didn't. And then we were sitting down to eat and I was like, I'm going to I yelled at him in the middle of Moe's. I was like, you got to do something, man. I can't stand next to you in public while you're playing, while there's gunshots coming out of your Switch.
Did you hand him these headphones so he can...
No, I didn't have them.
No.
And then he finally turned it down. But don't be that person.
Yeah.
Thank you for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, Wulff Den Live is every single Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on youtube.com/WulffDen. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put it up as an archive version on Thursday for you to watch on demand whenever you want. If you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well. We're also an audio podcast on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher. And if you listen to us on any of those platforms, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us because that helps us with placement on all of those respective stores. Also, if you just want to watch a little bit of Wulff Den Live every week, you don't have time to sit down and watch the entire thing, then head on over to Wulff Den Clips, where our good friend Eric Henley takes this week's episode and cuts it down into bite-sized chunks for your viewing pleasure. That's Wulff Den Clips, our second channel, and special thanks to AJ from Fanatics4 for coming on board and helping us talk about Smash Brothers and Pokemon, two things I don't really know all that much about.
No problem, man. If I wasn't here talking about it, people would be telling me to correct you guys in the chat. This is a lot easier.
Yeah.
If you want to know more about Pokemon and maybe some Smash, check out his channel. It's linked in the description. Or Fanatics4 with an X, because it's edgy as hell.
Yeah.
Kids do, put X's and Z's and everything.
Yeah. I don't understand it because I'm a boomer.
Okay. You messed it up. You messed my joke up. Rip, dude, never coming.
I wasn't messing it up. Your timing was off.
I gotta read this in the chat. Ryan Mystery says, Bob, for an engineering project, I need to make a game controller for a project. Any recommendations? Yes, top left corner should be a D-pad, and it should be big. That's it.
just a D-pad.
Yes, there's nothing on the rest of the controller. Anyway, you should go to Wulff Den Clips and look up the last video, which is me talking about how to pronounce Mario.
Yeah.
I'm very mad in it. You should watch it.
You're mad all the time.
True.
I'm probably gonna stream Death Stranding tomorrow. No, I won't.
Play Smash. Play a game that's
I'm
fun
either
to
gonna play
you
Terry
know?
in Smash, or against Terry, or I will be playing Death Stranding. You never know.
Play a fun game, dude. You know.
Follow on Twitch. Also, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be in Japan next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.